today we're going to try Black House from Modern Times Beer. Now this is the vanilla latte edition. Pretty much the same concept. I just finished the other day the standard Black House, and pretty much, because I've got the can over there, IBUs and final gravity are the same. So IBUs are 30, final gravity is 1019. I'm still not sure. Now this one does have the ABV. Let me check this to maybe it does. It does have the ABV. So if you did watch that and I was like, why doesn't this have the ABV on it and why does it have just the final gravity? That would be why, because I didn't look at the can. So this, I'm just reading the back. Generous helping of vanilla. It doesn't say vanilla bean, so I'm not sure how they put this in there. This was $5.99, and I believe the standard version was $3.49. Now this is 3.2 fluid ounces more than the standard. So to me, that's a huge price increase. Staying with the same ABV, so that means they probably, the vanilla beans aren't going to do anything, so they just took the regular batch, added vanilla beans, and it went up over $2. But let's go ahead and get this open. Date. This was 10/23/20, so this is not almost 4 months old. Been sitting out probably 15 minutes, probably a little colder than what I would normally do the review at, but hey, it's time to drink. If I remember correctly, head's about the same, lighter chocolate colored head, a little over finger and a finger of head, I would say like a finger and a quarter. Bubbles on the side are compact like dish soap. Man, I am having a hard time. This one, I would say it's black. I do have a dark amber hue at the very bottom, but not on the sides. And I believe on the standard one, there was a little bit on the side. But yeah, I would call that black. Let's go ahead and smell. Roasted malt mixed with coffee, maybe a little chocolate. I am getting a little sweetness. There's nothing really that sticks out like a vanilla latte. Like I'm thinking overly sweet, lots of vanilla in there, and I'm not getting that. I almost want to say it smells like the regular. Yeah, you get that roasted malt comes off as like a coffee, probably just like the last one, a city roast coffee with a little bit of chocolate, but you're probably going to get that out of those grains anyway. So let's go ahead and taste. Okay, you are getting that vanilla. It's like roasted malt, coffee, a little chocolate with like vanilla over the top. It's not overly sweet. I've never done it before, but I would say if you took like a city roast coffee and put a vanilla bean in there for maybe a couple minutes and took it out and drank it, that's kind of what it is. It almost seems like this is cutting the bitterness down. I don't, from the standard Black House, I remember it being more bitter and that bitterness building, where this, there's like no bitterness. I think that vanilla mixes well with that coffee and chocolate. I almost want to say it's more chocolatey than it is coffee. And I don't know if it's just that vanilla enhancing that chocolate, because it's not overly sweet either. There is a little bitterness in the back. But yeah, it's like a very light chocolate vanilla with a hint of coffee. Very smooth, very easy drinking. Because I believe on the back of the regular can it says it's like a chocolate covered coffee bean. Where this one, that bitterness isn't there. This is a hard one. It does seem like, though, that as you drink it, that bitterness is building a little bit. Like I can feel it in my throat. But it's not as intense as the standard version. Aftertaste as it warms up is almost like a ground coffee, like light ground coffee taste in your mouth. And the vanilla hangs around just a little bit, then goes away. I would have to go with a 3.75 on this one also, out of 5. I know I gave the other one, the standard Black House, a 3.75. I would also give this a 3.75 for different reasons. I'm glad the bitterness is toned down a little bit. Bitterness is fine, but I think if you're drinking a coffee stout, you don't want all that bitterness in there, and you don't want the perceived bitterness to be high, and that's what I like about this one. Excuse me. I want more coffee, since it's supposed to be like a vanilla latte, to come out. Right? Yeah. And I almost want more vanilla. Like more vanilla and more coffee in there. I don't want to say I want more sweetness, but when I think of a vanilla latte, I think of sweetness. So I don't know if this would work better in like a dessert stout that would be sweeter, or if I'm just asking for too much. So yeah, 3.75 out of 5. Let's check Untapped. 3 of my friends have checked it in, 3.75 out of 5. Almost 2,500 people have checked it in, 3.83 out of 5. Coffee and vanilla and the aroma, not too sweet. Strong coffee aroma. Yeah. So people are getting it, but yeah, 3.5, here's a 4. So yeah, it's up to you. I think if you're really looking for that vanilla latte coffee, you're not going to get it out of this. It's not sweet enough, but I think it works for a beer, but I would like to see it done in a dessert stout, where it is a little sweeter, but you could still get that coffee. You could bring in that chocolate if that's what you're going for, and then put the vanilla on there. Where this, I think that vanilla cuts through a lot of it, and it might bring out that chocolate just a little bit more, but it cuts down on everything else. So yeah, if you've had it, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about it. Hit that thumbs up if you have it. If you like this video, check some more out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.